Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Slikk, and I'm back again with another video. And in this one, we're going to be talking a little bit about Batman Return to Arkham HD Collection, which we've gotten so many release dates for at this point. Remember, it was June 10th, July 28th, September 2nd. We've gotten, that might just be the start of them. And of course, this game has been leaked for many months leading up to the official trailer. So this game is many months in the making. But there is a caveat to this new release date, which I feel as though is probably our release date, but there is a caveat. There is sort of a asterisk to put besides that, and I'll be mentioning that later in the video and going into depth with that. But I don't want to keep you here for too long. First of all, I would like to say I apologize for not uploading in the past few days. As many of you know, I try to upload every single day. Sometimes they don't get my way because I just started school, so I've been doing school, also been doing work every week. So, you know, that's basically sort of what I'm doing. In fact, in 20 minutes right after I'm done recording this video, I'm hoping I can upload it in time so that you all can see it today because I have work later tonight. So anyway, with that being said, I want to talk a little bit about Batman Return to Arkham. And surprisingly, actually maybe not surprisingly, this is a topic that a lot of people still ask me to cover, you know, news and Slikk, what's the next update on Batman Return to Arkham? But the reality of it is, up to this point, it's been just a waiting game. It still is a waiting game. And although I would like to have the game in my hands and, you know, I'm anticipating the game, I'm certainly not losing sleep over it or anything like that, and it is what it is. When the game comes out, I've got my pre-order down, so I'll go pick it up. If it's not out, then I'm not going to lose sleep over it once I said. But like I said, but I am looking forward to the game. I'm anticipating it, and when it does come out, I'm going to do a walkthrough of both Asylum and City, and I can't wait to play the games on Next Generation. With that being said, it's sort of been in the back of my mind because we haven't gotten any news for it recently. And, you know, the release of this game, or sort of the launch of this game, has been probably a little bit underwhelming from WB's expectations. The response has not been super hype from anybody because of those graphics that we first saw, but even more so, just the marketing campaign has been very weak. It's been delayed so many times. The studio developing the game is a pretty low quality studio. I think they've, you know, remastered some decent games in the past. The problem is that it's like a studio of like 1,000 employees. They live, it's only China, so it's a Chinese exclusive studio. So you've probably got these people, you know, you don't know the conditions of what they're working in or how much they're getting paid or anything like that. And again, it's 1,000 employees at this one studio, and this game just keeps getting delayed. So you have to wonder what's going on behind the scenes. Now, that's not my job to do so. All we can talk about is what we have in front of us here, and that is that the UK retailer Base.com has listed Batman Return to Arkham release for Friday, November 25th. Now, generally, you may notice that games come out on Tuesday, not Friday, but it's not unheard of. For example, Black Ops 3 came out on Friday. Okay, so is this viable? Is this reasonable? And I think the answer is yes. Okay, now one thing to keep in mind, here's the caveat that I mentioned, is that Base.com, you will notice, reported that the game would be coming out on September 2nd. Remember this video that I made a while ago? I made it in July, okay? It's now August, of course, that the game would be coming out on September 2nd. This is what Base.com said. This is the same source that is reporting this here. Okay, the difference is that Base.com mentioned afterwards that they did the lower estimate of what WB was indicating, that, you know, best comes to best, the game will be out in September. Of course, that hasn't happened. It's not going to happen. With that being said, we have every reason to suspect that this release date is reasonable. Now, first of all, some of you have pointed out that the game is coming out on, you know, December 29th, and you guys already know this if you watch this video. I explained it here, but the game's not coming out after Christmas. It's that simple. It's just not, it's a placeholder date. Okay, so then we start looking at 2017 is not a viable release date for them. I think I made a video on that too. Is it coming out in 2017? This was before this one, and we initially thought that, right? We initially thought the game was going to be coming out till 2017, but the reality of it is that it would not be viable. Okay, by that point, everybody spent all the money that they have on these games. Everybody would be broke, so nobody would be buying the game. Not that a lot of people probably are intent upon doing it anyway because of the rocky marketing campaign. I think it still has a promising future, but not in 2017. Nobody will have any money left by that point. So then you start looking at early November, not an option, because at that point, a remaster, a $50 remaster, is competing with Call of Duty, Battlefield, Battlefront, who knows what else, what other games are coming. I don't even know. Titanfall, probably. So all of these games are in competition with one another. Oh yeah, that dog horse game, Last Guardian, the half dog, half horse, or whatever the hell that thing is. So anyway, the Pegasus, whatever. So that game's going to be coming out. People are really excited for that. So the point being that late November seems viable because by that point, Call of Duty and Battlefield have already come out. So it's sort of in an island of its own here. Furthermore, it's pretty much the end of the year, so that would give Virtuous plenty of time to fix up the game. So Base.com might actually have leaked the actual release date of the game, and if there's any that I'm going to set my sights on of what my expectations are, it's going to be this. Again, I'm not saying that it's going to, I wouldn't expect the game to come out any earlier than late November, early December 2016, but at the same point, I would say that, even early 2017 would be too late for the game. So I'm going to go ahead and speculate that November 25th is likely to be the release of Batman Return to Arkham, and Base.com has actually reported on the actual release date, not this time, and not like they did last time, this sort of lowball release date of like, best comes to best in September, and whenever you get a best comes to best release date in video games, it's never going to happen. It's always going to be the worst comes to worst, and I think that November 25th is worst comes to worst. So anyway, guys, hope you'll have enjoyed the video, and let me know if you're still looking forward to Batman Return to Arkham, or if you've been hook, lined, and sinked and drugged through the water for so long that you've just been anticipating it for too long and maybe aren't excited anymore. As I've said, I'm still looking forward to the game, and I'll be doing a walkthrough right here on youtube.com/SlickMoth. Let me know your thoughts on this video in the comment section below. My name is Slickmoth. We'll see you in the next one.